What's up, nerd family? Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Hey, it is Friday. Friday. We've made it. It's Friday. Now, for some of you, Friday is just symbolic because y'all still got other stuff that you're doing. And, you got to work the weekend, or maybe Friday is your Monday. I don't know. But either way, I just want to say hello to all of you. Good morning to all of you. It is Friday, and here in Michigan, it is very, very snowy. It is very, very. We've got some snow yesterday. Finally, we were supposed to get this big snowstorm that didn't hit, and then we got some snow. I mean, it's not horrible, you know. It was it's all right, but once everything melts and then it gets cold again, then it gets a little slick, that kind of thing. But it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of a packed snow or whatever. Crews got out, took care of it, did their thing. And so, but it is very, very bright today. So I got my sunglasses on. Um, so I don't really like these sunglasses, but I just decided to wear these because it's super bright. My uh, eyes were like all like last night, today, my eyes been watering. And so I don't know if you guys watched the show last night. Every time I did a close up, like my eyes just I think it might be because I got a haircut yesterday, so I might have like stray hairs or something like that, popping into my eyes. But you know, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. What's going on, everybody? Uh I I'm blessed today because I am on my way to the church, and my friend James, who you guys have seen on many times, my friend James and I are going to do a little bit of demo stuff, like demolish some stuff, hopefully put up some lights and order some materials that can be brought in for tomorrow, where we're all going to come together at the church and we're all going to put up some paneling, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so yeah. So if you guys watch the Sunday services, hopefully, hopefully, things look a lot different on this Sunday. So So I'm glad that things are like moving forward and moving through. Uh, we had a really great discussion last night. We had a really great live stream last night. It was a lot of fun, and a lot of good laughs and a lot of good discussion. A lot of really good discussion about this peacemaker thing and just kind of where people are at, you know, and how look, you don't have to like stuff, man. You don't have to like everything. You don't have to think it's your favorite thing, whatever. Um, but I'm just kind of tired of hearing just just the negative stuff all the time. It's overwhelming sometimes. We had listening to just people when it'd be fine if like there were some positive takes every once in a while, but some people, man, they just got a negative take on everything. Oh, looks like I may have a guest. Ah, yeah, I got a guest right here. Look at there. What's up, Eddie?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, you decided to join me, man. You had
hmm
perfect timing because I pulled up to a stoplight here so I could like reach over and enter you into the stream. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I saw you were just talking about Peacemaker, and I love the show. I loved the season finale. I loved the cameo in it, and I loved having to go back and forth the whole day yesterday with people on Twitter about it.
Oh man. My problem is a lot of people who didn't like it are friends of mine, you
hmm
know. And listen, I'm trying to understand them, I'm trying to hear them, but at the same token, like I don't want to be dismissed either. You know, like just because you don't like it, great, but don't act like I'm not a true Snyder fan, or I'm not a true DC fan, or I just like garbage because I liked it. Like I saw some very redeemable things about the show. Is the show perfect? By no means. It's got a bunch of stuff that is cringy sometimes or whatever.
Yeah.
And do I want that to be the tone for every DC project going forward? Nope. I don't want James Gunn directing Justice League. We ain't talking crazy talk here, but for the tone of Peacemaker as a character, I thought it was fine. I was fine with it. So
Yeah. No, no,
uh,
I agree. I say the same thing. No, James Gunn is. I think it fits him more. You know, that side of the DCU, him doing like the R-rated stuff, like those type of properties, like Suicide Squad, it's a spin off or whatever else, like those the obscure characters, like stuff like that. Obviously, he can do the name brand characters as well. It's just that I think he likes that he likes it that way more than just. And they offered him something like Superman. He turned that down because he probably didn't want to do anything with that, which is okay. But I think
yeah,
when it comes to going back to Peacemaker, no, I enjoyed it. Yeah, the show's not perfect. Lots of the humor makes me like, okay, like can you shut up already and just get keep going
yep,
with the story? But no, it's a well structured show. It feels like a show too, not like no offense to the Disney Plus shows, but it feels more like a show than what they have over there. Even though I like it too, but I just it's hard to as a DC fan. I'm a DC fan first. I keep saying that, but it's hard to like. It's a Justice League showed up in Peacemaker towards the end, and people were complaining. I was like, come on, this is he didn't have to do that at all. He really did not. And the fact that he even put him in there, and look, yes, he I know there's some complications when it comes to Henry Cavill as Superman. Gal, I think it was scheduling stuff too. Batman, we don't know about his future, even though we already know one actor. Just saying one actor's already gone. That I know people don't want to admit that, but it's true. And then the Ray
we'll see.
Fisher stuff.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, well, and
it's
here's the thing too. Like
yeah.
people like I saw today Mercury on Twitter, and
Mhm.
I don't even like to give the guy uh name drops because
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out why he supposedly is this like voice, whatever. But like, he was like he dropped a tweet talking about James Gunn, that James Gunn wants to be Snyder so bad. And it's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, why are we making up stuff now? Like we're like, why are we making up this supposed feud now between
Yeah.
Zack Snyder and James Gunn? Like that, it doesn't exist, folks. There is no feud between James Gunn and Zack Snyder. Like they don't dislike each other. James Gunn is not trying to be Zack Snyder. You know how he's not trying to be Zack Snyder? His tone's completely different. He's not trying to mimic his tone. Like they missed the point that like if you're trying to be like somebody, you try to mimic what they do. Obviously, obviously.
No. No. Yeah.
And
No. No.
hey Eddie, if you want to send I only got a couple more minutes, but if you want to send RJ the link,
Yeah.
RJ's asking if he come in. See, this is why you don't leave the group, RJ.
But no, their styles and tones are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a completely different thing. So let's not just like make up stuff like, oh yeah, he wants to be Zack Snyder and and
Yeah.
acting like there's some kind of feud or there's some kind of issue there or whatever. Come on. You know,
No, it's definitely
don't like his stuff. Just
crazy.
don't like his stuff. Don't like his stuff. Don't like his stuff.
That's what I say. And then when I saw the people, I don't know if you covered it on your own stream, the people that were calling just because it includes Ray Fisher's, or Cyborg at all, that they were calling James Gunn racist and stuff like that. I
Well,
was
see,
like,
that's dumb too because Ray Fisher wasn't coming back. Ray Fisher left. Like all these people like Ray Fisher was fired. Ray Fisher was fired. I'm sorry, but no. Look, unless Ray tells me something different than what he's told me and what has been out there, Ray Fisher was not fired. They wanted Ray Fisher to just shut up and go along with everything, and that was the point. Was Ray was like, "Nope, I ain't doing it. If you want me in there, you're gonna have to apologize. You're gonna have to come clean."
yeah, that's what I keep hearing about. They Walter Hamada tried to offer him a role in the Flash, but then he turned it down. They like
That's
for
what I'm
him to
saying.
shut up
So
about everything.
yeah, so the thing is like until that
Hello.
happens, what's up, man? Until that happens or something else, like Ray Fisher wasn't coming back. And can you imagine what the outcry would have been had they given Ray Fisher Cyborg the shadow treatment?
It would have been the same thing they're doing right now. So
No,
either way,
it would have been worse.
It would have been worse. It would have been 10 times worse. Like they would have just melted and been like, oh, see, yep, oh yeah,
Replacing the black
Ray
man.
Fisher. Yep, insulting Ray Fisher, taking away his say like they're acting like James Gunn is silencing, black people's voices and stuff. Well, did you not watch the show and all
which had
the
like a ton of black characters who were very
Yeah.
well developed and well written throughout. That was the interesting thing, right? Because I was on a stream last night, and I love everyone on there, but like most of them didn't even watch the show, so it was interesting having a conversation where it's like, I don't
the
want to
stream
tell,
you were on? Yeah.
yeah, and I don't want to,
I saw part of it.
and I don't want to tell people that they're wrong or that like, but like, if you don't watch the show, I mean,
You're my friends. I love you, but you're wrong. I'm
well,
sorry.
you
I
know what I
love
mean.
you
I'm
guys,
trying
but
to,
you're
what I'm
wrong.
trying to say, I don't want to be a jerk like that. Like when I was on there, I'm like, I just don't want to be a jerk because I could
I'm
easily
not trying to
say,
be a
well, you know
jerk
what,
either,
yeah,
but-
yeah. It's just like, because I seem to take that it's disrespectful, but I'm like, if you didn't watch the show, like, can you really say it's disrespectful? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to be a
They
jerk.
didn't
I don't know.
understand they don't understand the jokes, right? They don't understand like the callbacks to the jokes and and everything. It's like, listen, like if you watch something and you're like, hey, this isn't for me. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is trash. Okay, great. I can respect that. You got an opinion about it, and I've got an opinion about it. But again, if you want to be a critic of something, you have to, like, the movie critics, right? They're supposed to. Now I know nowadays they try to do critiques of stuff that they don't even watch, and that's BS as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, like that one Entertainment Weekly reviewer who reviewed like The Witcher season 2, only watched like the first 2 episodes. It was horrible. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, and look at Mecha Random, with the
I
stuff
watched,
she did and all that
I
stuff.
watched the Mahler review of Black Panther, therefore I know the entire movie, and that's bad. That makes sense.
That's okay. That's stupid. Okay, so here's the thing. If you want to be a critic and you want to address certain things, and you have an opinion about it, that's great. That's great. But you know what? Siskel and Ebert back in the day. I mean, I'm going to date myself here, but back when I was a kid and we watched Siskel and Ebert, man. You know what? They watched all the crappy movies that they ended up hating and giving a thumbs down to, but at least they watched them to be able to give a thumbs down to it. I mean, that's being a critic. You're like, I don't have time to watch that nonsense. Okay, well then why do you have time all of a sudden to critique it? If you don't have time to critique it, or if you don't have time to watch it, then you don't have time to critique it. That's all I'm saying. And look, I know you can't watch everything, right? I know we can't watch everything, but it's like, okay, but for example, when Lord of the Rings comes out, do you think I'm going to do a bunch of videos about Lord of the Rings?
No.
No. Right?
Someone else in the Pantheon might, but not you.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I'm going to turn that over to somebody else and be like, hey, I'll just, like, I'm sorry. Who maybe it'll spark me, between now and then, and I'll watch it, and and I'll have an opinion. But if I don't watch, there's point, because people come put extra my opinion about stuff, other people's opinion about stuff. I don't think it's doing a good service to people if we don't. I mean, why? They're supposed to be speaking. So I don't know. That, like I said, that's not a slam against
there's
my friends.
There's just a lot of passion involved. I mean, that's the thing too. Everyone's very passionate about stuff, and I get that too. I don't know. It's just weird because like
I get it,
and I hate being a jerk too. But it's like the majority of the people talking about this and getting upset didn't care about the show or didn't even bother watching it. So it's like, and I don't want to be I don't want to be a gatekeeper saying, well, you just don't get the show or you didn't get it, you didn't watch it. But it's like, you didn't get the joke, you didn't watch it, so it's kind of hard to judge it that way,
Well, I think you were around a couple of months ago, RJ, when the show was getting ready to come out, and the week before the show came out, everybody was asking me, Enosh, are you looking forward to Peacemaker? And I was like,
nope.
Because I like John Cena, and I was like, one of my favorite parts of the movie is the ensemble that is great. And what character, man, as the show progressed.
Well, not even that too, but the other thing is too, and I mentioned this earlier. It's like I didn't think the show was going to be good at all because my whole thing was like I looked at the marketing, like the trailers. I'm like, these trailers are not that good for the show. The marketing wasn't great. Like I was like, I don't know about this, and I watched it. For me, the show didn't.
Sorry, I wasn't talking about you. I'm sorry. Sorry, there wasn't talking about you when I said good Lord. There was a guy like in a black truck going like 60 down a regular road. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Calm yourself.
For me, the show didn't start clicking till episode 3. And at episode 3, I'm like, okay, I'm into the show, right? And then from there, every episode got better and better and better. But I don't know. At least it's just like all the controversy is just like, I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough.
It shouldn't be no controversy. It should just be like, hey, if you watched it and you didn't like it, you just didn't like it, right? If you watched it and you liked it, great. If you
I don't know. And this is something like, and I had to be very careful how I word this because I don't want to be a jerk, but I feel like there's a lot of people who are fans of Zack Snyder who want to exist in a constant existence of a victim mentality. Like, I'm a victim. Everything is an attack against me. Everything that goes wrong I don't like is a slight against Zack Snyder and myself and my fandom. When it's like, I understand the history too, and I respect that because people have gone through a lot being Zack Snyder fans the last like 5 years, but not everything is a slight or an attack against you guys. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense at least. I'm trying to be articulate here, but
I get it. I get it. I know I sound like a robot because you guys sound like a robot. So it's this phone. It's this phone.
Yeah, it's just how it is. Some people do have that mentality. I'm not gonna lie, and some people just want to stay in some type of bubble, and they don't want to be open minded to anything. If not, they just see. Yeah, they do see everything as an attack. I mean, look at Twitter. It was like a couple of seconds of Aquaman and Flash talking, and it said that they disgraced the characters, that they ruined them in seconds and stuff like that. And I was like, oh come on, like. It's just ridiculous how much these people really stretch it out when they're making a problem out of something that's not even there. So it's like, it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it really is crazy sometimes. It makes you wonder, should you even engage? Because it's like, what's the point? You already know with that obvious bias they have and that narrative they want to push. Is like you're not gonna change your minds by trying to speak facts and everything. So it's like, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing is just like, let people like what they like. Let people not like what they don't like too. Goes both ways. If you don't like something, and like if you tell me, hey, I'm not a fan of this, and you're like, you give it a legitimate reason, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if you like something too, don't be bullying and harassing people either. I mean, I got really upset because like I literally saw somebody grab one of my Twitter mutuals tweets. Like they're live tweeting the episode, and they called him mentally handicapped.
I saw that.
It's like if you're excited for this, you're mentally handicapped. I'm like, that's not okay. And the thing is, if you're tweeting stuff like that, and you're a Zack Snyder fan, like you missed the entire point of the entire movement. Because it's not about bullying or anything like that. Like you lost the plot in such a major way. It's not even fair at this point. Like it's ridiculous.
Agreed.
That's what it.
Absolutely.
That's what they say. They call us WB chills, WB bootleggers. We don't know real entertainment. We just accept anything there while having our own, like we can't think for ourselves. That's what they try to say, even though it's crazy. It really is crazy. But no, they really can't accept as people that the general audience, at least, or at least the more majority of the DC fandom in general just likes this direction, or at least these different styles and tones that they're giving us with these films and everything else. It's just that, look, I get it, like what you like, and I accept that too. But it's like it comes from the same people who say boycott, DCU is dead, this and that. So why the hell do you keep talking about it then? If we keep saying these things, it's dead and it's garbage, everything is trash fire, to stop talking about it already. Like you're not helping your case. It shows that you guys can't let go, despite you clearly saying that you think all this shit, all this is trash. So it's like,
well, because there's just so many people who always got to have a negative spin to everything, right? Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate. Like we shouldn't have that. We should be able to understand that there are different takes on some of these characters, right? Every take on the character doesn't have to be exactly the way that you or I want it. I said last night on the show, I said, hey, look, my thing is like if I had my way, if I had my way, I would have a completely different thing. It would be Zack Snyder's style, right? But it's not my way, and everything doesn't have to be my way, and every character doesn't necessarily lend itself to the same thing. Every character in the DC universe doesn't have to be the serious thing. I mean, like, what are you going to do if you do a Plastic Man, right? Oh, we don't want a Plastic Man. Why not? I love Plastic Man.
Well, that was the reaction. It's funny you mentioned that because that was the reaction to the Wonder Twins movie. I'm like, listen, HBO Max needs content. They had an idea. Let's see how it is. I don't know if I want a Wonder Twins movie, but if it's good, it's good. I don't judge things like if you're a DC fan, I'm like, I like diving into the more obscure characters, like, because like Wonder Twins, like, okay, how do you make a great movie out of that? I don't know. One tries to do an animal, the other one can turn anything else, it's like, whatever. Like,
you know what the thing is that, what the thing about that is, RJ? I think they could do a great movie out of Wonder Twins. I know everybody wants to mock it and like laugh about it and everything like that, but you know what? Wonder Twins are just fine. They've got a power set that, you know what? If somebody gets in there and writes it well, and look, the guy who did Black Adam, and we still have yet to see what that movie's gonna eventually be. But the reality is the guy who did Black Adam is now doing this. Oh, this is driving me nuts. Hold on a second. I gotta get this off here. I want to do a different layout. Yeah, so that guy is doing it, right? So like, why is it got to suck just because it's those characters? Well, guess what? I'm sorry to inform you of this, but every movie doesn't have to have the same tone. Every movie is not set in the same
that's what makes DC great, though. That's what makes DC great, that there's so much variety. Like there's so much variety in the characters and everything, and just who people are, and like there's no real like you have different corners of the world. Everything kind of coexists, but still be like this one giant thing,
Yep.
I mean, that's what
people just got to stop.
That's what made me happy, at least with the Peacemaker finale. It's like, oh wow, all this stuff still is connected in some way. Like they're embracing continuity, embracing connectivity again, which they've kind of been ignoring for a while. Where it's like, okay, does this stuff even connect or matter? It's like, yeah, it kind of does. Is it in the most ideal form possible? No, but it's better than what we had like a year or two ago. When they didn't even want to acknowledge if stuff existed or not.
Right, it's still there. You know what I mean? Like we know that Ezra is still the Flash, right? Jason is still Aquaman.
And seemingly, things are still interested in Henry as Superman. Because again, why bother putting in basically a body double for him if they weren't interested in having him still exist?
Exactly.
Because that seems very antithetical to what they're doing, right? Because they have all these rumors. Well, he's getting erased. He's getting this and that. Is he on pause for a little bit? Maybe, but he's still in flux. Like that. That's a great sign, honestly.
Yeah, it does not appear that they're just destroying it, right? That they're just getting rid of it. That does not seem to be what we're doing here. So like, I don't know, man. I just I do know, and that is that we just need to chill out for a minute. Stop hating everything. Look, if it's not for you, it's not for you, right? I love Zack Snyder. No, dude, Marcus, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, bro. But yeah, just let's there are so many things, guys, that are real life problems or like real issues with stuff that we don't need to make them up now. Right? Like if I go watch any movie and it turns out that it's just not good, you know what? I'll talk about that. Okay. But I don't need to make up that James Gunn and Zack Snyder are at each other's throats. That's just.
I've also seen people compare James Gunn to Joss Whedon, saying it's just as bad as 2017. I'm like, first off, I didn't hear James Gunn abusing cast members or threatening careers or anything like that in the set of Peacemaker. Second off, a joke, like let's be fair here. This is a subjective opinion, but the writing on Peacemaker, even with that joke that you may or may not like about Aquaman, it's still far superior than anything we got in that 2017 movie. Like, it's nowhere near that level of bad.
No, for sure. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So, yeah. So, guys, just, let's like you said, is it exactly what we want? No. It is not. Um, but we got we don't have the whole story yet. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen, and we don't know
Hey, on the bright side,
all that stuff.
if you don't like Peacemaker, we're 2 weeks away from a new Batman movie, so yay for that! If you're excited for that,
people hating on that even, and just
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Look, there's things about the Batman that I'm not over the moon about because I think there's some weird stuff in there, but you know what?
you're one of the at least you defend the Batmobile. At least you like the Batmobile.
I do.
Some people hate the Batmobile.
I do. I don't, listen, I don't understand how, like, if you're a fan of Batman, that it's not like this, like, people are acting like this is a complete departure or something like that for Batman. And if you're a fan of Batman, is not some.
Yeah, some people are acting like this isn't even close to, like, this is, like, unrecognizable. I'm like, have you read any of the comics in the last, like, decade? Like, this is pretty on point with Batman for the most part. I mean, the most radical departure you could argue is the Riddler, but even with the Riddler, like, they've done some darker takes on the character before too. So it's like, it's going for more of that modern Batman comic book aesthetic for the most part. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do need to get the McFarlane toys though. I saw the Bruce Wayne one; it looked horrible, but
yeah, look, that I've got the Bruce Wayne one just because I wanted to get the motorcycle, but yeah, that Bruce Wayne is. Ugh.
Have you gotten the Penguin one yet?
Yeah, I got the Penguin. Yeah, I got them all so far. I got the Penguin. I got the Riddler.
The pictures didn't look good at the Penguin one. That's why I wasn't for sure. It's look all right.
It's all right. No, it looks fine. The only problem with the Penguin one is people are, like, all pissed off because it's got side eye.
Okay.
So instead of Penguin looking straight on, he's like doing this.
He's looking like he just farted and he's like.
It's like he's looking off to the side there, and so people don't like that. And so apparently, Todd McFarlane even addressed it and said, look, okay, we won't do that anymore with characters because people are like, I don't want the side eye, I want my figures to look straight on. He just said, look, I just don't want Todd wants to make figures like he would like to have, right? And so he was just like, they're
trying to go for something different, some more artistic.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
so he was just, yeah. So Todd McFarlane was just like, look, that might be the case, but I don't think that I'm going to just go back to regular. He says may not be so, crazy off to the side, but I just want to make some different kind of things. So I don't know. It's just, but yeah.
By the way,
I got the Riddler.
Yeah. When have you seen that movie? By the way, you're going to see it March 1st. You're waiting for that weekend.
I'll probably end up seeing it the day it comes out.
Okay, because I wish.
Are
they doing a screening on March 1st in your area or no?
I don't know. I haven't even looked into it, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even looked into it. I know I was joking that I wish I could. Wish I had the money. I'd fly out and hang out with.
Yeah, they get to see it, but they get to see it on February 28th. Man, that's not fair. They get to see it in 10 days.
Right.
Well,
we'll have exclusive coverage.
Pretty much every critic in the world's already seen the movie already. Just can't talk about it yet. So.
Yeah. But we'll have exclusive coverage right here on Poindexter Lounge, with because a bunch of our people will be going to that, so it'll be good. So. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, I got to let you go because we got some stuff going on here, and yeah. But yeah, listen. I think it's funny because people are still ticked off about Robert Pattinson being Batman, and I'm just like,
Twilight boy,
let it go.
Sparkly Batman,
let it go. It's just gonna be just fine. So there you go. I mean, I'm already seeing people going on about how, it's gonna fail, and then it's gonna be so great when it fails. Why would you want DC to fail?
I know, it's just like people are like saying, I can't wait for the Batman to flop, man. I can't wait. Eat the Hamada burgers, y'all.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, with this big of a marketing campaign and this much hype, it's really gonna open that low. some people out there want to
Never.
claim their inside sources telling them, okay.
We see one person
whatever.
saying it. I'm just, I don't think so.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
anyway.
It's whatever. It's
I
whatever.
don't think so.
I just think it's funny. It's just like, yo, like, don't root for stuff to fail. I mean, there's better ways to spend your time.
It's dumb.
If you
But
don't
hey, guys,
like
all right.
just don't watch it.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's just that simple. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the flip. See you later. Thanks for joining us, RJ and Eddie.
Yep.
You guys have a great day.